And good evening, everybody. I'm Michael Kuzilny, and welcome to Tough Times. And remember, tough times never last, but tough people do. You know, I've been doing this show for about 5 years now, and you may ask why. Just to make a bit of a difference, to hopefully have some of our interviews inspire you if you're feeling a bit down, if you're going through some tough times, and if you're going through a bit of a difficult time at the moment, whether it's a breakup, maybe financial, or maybe a loved one has passed away. God bless you. Remember that that everything will turn out just right. On tonight's show, I've got the street angel himself. He needs no introduction. It's Henry Nissen. He's been on the show many, many times over the last few years. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Michael.
I always feel very
Thanks
happy and
for
comfortable
asking me.
with you. It's good to see you.
It's always good to be here too, and good to see you too.
I'd be happy just sitting here with a spiritual master and we could just think. But no, look, we better talk about issues. What's happening in the streets of Melbourne?
Well, they're always busy, and unfortunately, the people that I meet, a lot of them are homeless because they don't have the money to pay for their accommodation. And when they do find accommodation, they still struggle to pay for their rent. So it's always a battle.
Yep.
I've been helping people or trying to send them in the right direction. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money myself to give out to anyone, but I send people to various places to try and find money through the community services, through the different organisations out there to try and find
What a wonderful man. I'm listening to all this stuff and I'm thinking in my mind, I was around the courts in Lonsdale Street the other day, folks. I'm a lawyer and I did some work at the Magistrates Court, and there was two beggars there, a lady, a girl. She was about 17, and there was an older chap. He was about 26. He seemed like he might have had some alcohol issues. But, you know, they both had their little hats there, and people were walking past and just not putting any money in there. I waited for 10 minutes. I just wanted to see how kind people were, but nobody put any money in. I'm not big noting, but I went to my car and I got $20, and I put it in there for both of them. It made my day, because I really, really think it's all about giving and sharing, you know. Like Henry doesn't care what people think. You always send your love and best wishes to everybody.
That's right. And if people are bad to you, you still be kind to them, because maybe that way they'll learn, hey, what's the matter with that person? How come he's not responding in an angry way? Because, I mean, we're trying to teach people to be understanding, to be happier in life,
yeah.
Not to be so angry, to take time out where they have to be much calmer in themselves.
And you're such a, you do it so well. I've never heard you criticise anybody, or even criticise me. You never say, look, Michael, that's not the way it's done. He's got something about this man. I love spending time with him, you know. We walk around the town on Saturday mornings when we can, and it's such a fun experience getting close to nature, isn't it?
It is. Well, it's a beautiful place, and there's lots of lessons to learn all the time.
Yeah.
But try to return happiness and goodwill to people who are upset because they need support. And
that's so true, isn't it? And we see it, folks, all the time. It's such a chaotic pace out there. The bills are going up. 1 in 4 marriages are suffering. They're splitting up. People are unemployed. There are definitely some tough times out there, and things are getting tougher. So remember, there's a lot of angry people out there, and they all drive motor cars. So I get into road rage situations almost every single day, driving to one of the courts around Melbourne. I'm not the one road raging, but you know, they see this Mercedes on the road doing the speed limit, and all of a sudden the finger goes up, you know, or you're not going fast enough, and some even try to run you off the road. And you know, I just smile these days. Back in the old days, when I was a cop, I would have taken more firmer action, but these days I think, well, you've obviously got your problems.
Yes.
And it was difficult to do initially, to respond with loving feelings to anger. But it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Because we can really choose our reaction to things, Henry.
that's right. And I guess I try to be as positive as I can. I'm not perfect either.
No.
But I try to be as positive as I can and do good things instead of bad.
And you always do good things. I've never really seen you do any selfish acts.
I haven't got enough time to do everything they want to do. So,
And there's not much ego there, is there?
no, I'm glad that I haven't got a big ego.
Yeah.
But I guess, in a sense, I'm confident, I'm happy, and I'm caring, and I share.
Oh, what beautiful words, viewers. Confident, happy and caring. And can you imagine if we all went through the world with a Henry Nissen attitude? Confident, happy and caring and loving, and being love-orientated towards others rather than backstabbing and bullying. It's quite disgraceful, and we're seeing more and more of it. Why do people do that? I mean, why do they go and backstab other people and are judgmental? You know, we're all different, and I think everyone's entitled to be different. We should just really keep our judgments towards ourselves.
Yeah, well, those people aren't happy in themselves. They've got problems, and instead of seeking to work through their problems, I guess they respond in those ways that they do.
Yes.
But that's why it's always good to learn and to be confident and try and keep learning and try and keep improving.
And
keep
Henry,
working at it.
Henry, we've got such beautiful viewers who've been following the show for many, many years. They come up to us in the street and they come up to you too. And, you know, there's people going through some tough issues, and of course there's people having fun and there's no issues at all. But if people are going through a bit of a tough hurdle in life at the moment, how can you inspire them so tomorrow's a better day?
Well, tomorrow you've got to make it a better day, Michael. It doesn't just happen by itself, but you've got to keep trying, you've got to keep working it through. There's no easy answers, unfortunately, but if you keep trying, you keep working at it in a positive way, then eventually it does get better.
It does get better, folks, that's right. You know, a lot of people ring me and they might get done for drink driving, and they... but we'll talk about all that after the next break with Henry Nissen, the Street Angel.